folks, Mickey here, and today I want to show you a couple ways to repair a broken chain. It's happened to all of us at one point when we were playing Jugger. Swing the chain just one too many times and boom, off it goes. Especially devastating in the middle of a match or a tournament game when, you know, tensions are high and the score is tied and you got to get back to business ASAP. So there's a couple ways to do it pretty quickly. One of my favorites, very simple, very easy. Obviously, just take a zip tie. It's literally a 2-second fix. Put it in here, pull it, easy peasy, boom, done. That's it. You're good to go. Definitely make sure you want to tape this, cover this. This can definitely be nasty if it whips somebody. I definitely recommend putting a piece of tape, something over there to make sure it's good. But in a pinch, this is an excellent way to do it. You can find zip ties at just about any hardware store or dollar store. They're very inexpensive. They tend to sit on the shelves for a very long time. So when you get them, make sure you don't get a pair that's really old and really frail. That tends to happen. Doubling up or tripling up your zip ties is also a pretty safe approach. The next one is obviously if you've got some rope of any sort. They're pretty common at Jugger events. Paracord or really thick nylon wrap. Of course, just tying a knot between the two of them is a great way to go about it. But even then, you might not find zip ties or nylon at an event, but there's something you will always find. At every Jugger event that's probably ever happened ever, you will find duct tape. One of my very favorite methods is duct tape rope. This is something you can do pretty simple. It's something I've done fast enough that even between runs I've been able to pull it off. So what you do, really simple, you just take the tape. You want to get about 2 feet or 60 centimeters of it right here. You get it nice and unwound. Don't tear it off just yet though. What you want to do is take the corner and you wrap it around itself, so that you get yourself a nice little a tube of duct tape, if you will. Get it taped to itself, right? What you do is you take this tube, extend it all the way down, all the way to the end of that piece you've got there at the bottom. You want it all nice and stuck together, stuck to itself, extra tacky, lots and lots of surface area, all stuck to one big piece there. Doing it a little slower so I can show you guys exactly what I've got going on here. Take the duct tape, wind it up really quick. You want to make sure you get this as snug as possible. You want the individual pieces of tape to be really, really tight, right? Because if you get these super snug all up in here, what happens is that all the surface area of the tape gets activated and the tension will help keep it super strong. This stuff is really, really resilient, all right? Take it, make sure you wrap it really snug all the way down to the bottom. Make sure your hands are clean. You don't want a lot of dirt or dust or sand or anything to get in the middle of that wrap. Put it all the way to the bottom there, your whole length of it. Make sure you don't tape it to itself because that will ruin the whole rope and you have to start all over and that's a pain. Take it, rip it, same thing at the end. You make sure you snug it all the way just like you did the rest of the length. Easy peasy, good to go. Take your lengths of chain and you weave it through. Discard the broken link. I've already done that here, but make sure you're definitely not trying to just repair one that's broken in half. Just take your next 2 freshest links, and in the interest of trying to maintain as close as you can the exact specs and length of the chain as you did coming in, you'll want to give yourself just a little bit of room there, just about like that. More or less the length of a chain. Take the pieces of tape, wrap them over each other, all right? You'll take the duct tape, you'll wind it through, and you will take it and make sure you push very firmly, attaching it all the way around, making sure that the surface is in much contact with the rest of the tape as possible. Same thing with the other side, of course. Take it all the way around, loop it, and move it. And a quick side note, if you have access to nylon chain, definitely a superior choice over plastic, but in this case it's what we had. Good example to show you, as plastic chains tend to break a lot. Alright, once you've got this all sorted, make sure it's all nice and snug, all that tape is good and together. Take it and fold it over itself one time. That will give you a lot of surface area of tack. All of this tape is now stuck in this super big ball, and it's extremely strong. I've never actually seen one of these break, even after years of use. So what you do after that is make sure you keep it secure. Add a little bit more tape, wrap it around the top side here. At this point, we're really just dust proofing it, keeping dirt, dust, sand, any extra molecules out of there to keep the tape nice and tacky. You also want to take one piece of tape that you make a little bit thinner, and you'll wrap that around the long side of it. Again, we're just trying to secure it now, trying to make sure dust, dirt, water, things of that nature stay out of our seal. And you can't get this exactly perfect, so don't fret if you leave something uncovered here, but just trying to get as much of it as possible. Again, I've never actually seen one of these break, so this is really just preventative maintenance, trying to make sure that it doesn't go awry when you really need it not to. And then of course, I've seen these stretch a little bit because I've opened one up and seen a lot of dirt, a lot of dust. It's no longer quite as tacky. Hasn't come undone. It was still quite a pain to get off, but nonetheless held through, did what I needed to do. And there you go. If you happen to be in a match where the refs are really intently trying to figure out what happened last run, you might be able to get back together like I did. Otherwise, just wait until halftime, or even better, after the game. You are good to go. Now you're all set, ready to swing.